Our parents are the most important. What the mother teaches her child, she is the first guru. The father. There are grandparents in the room. There are nana nanis in the room. The role of parents is profound because the stories parents tell you as children, they form your character. All the wonderful stories your parents have told you, bedtime stories, little incidents, they made you better human beings. So that's parents. The third, I want to honor the members of the community. The role of education is to make better people. The first part of education, therefore today I was asking some of your parents, what has been the impact of our 2 years on your daughter or your son? One mother told me, मेरी बेटी अब शांत हो गई है. Grandparents told me, अब उसमें बहुत responsibility आ गई है. Another parent who's the principal of the school in Varanasi said, my daughter has become more confident, she's become more caring, she's become more demonstrative in her empathy. The role of education, no matter what you do, here is how we wrote the vision of soil many years back when we created it. I said the people who live in the residence, the community in which our students go and live many years later, the RWA should say, thank God we have soil alumni who live in our community, because they are always there to help others. Then I said people who are traveling in the metro and they see somebody in need and somebody takes the first initiative to help the person. And they say, where are you from? Where did you study? I studied in soil. I want our students, wherever they are, whichever part of the world, their first duty should be to make the world better. So our first responsibility is to the communities, the spiritual teacher, the parents, the community. Number 4, all the amazing recruiters and companies that even when this idea was inside our head, they trusted us. They came forward to invest their time and to create this institute. All these amazing companies, Tata Steel was the first one who said, we will support your institute. The Mahindra Group, the Aditya Birla Group, Hindustan Levers, Infosys, Schneider Electric, all these companies came forward. A very, very important part of gratitude to them. Then, very, very important part is the people who trusted us with all their resources and their money. Yogesh ji is sitting on the dais. Yogesh ji, Mr. Noria, Anil Singh, Arun Jain. These people, without our asking for money, they said, because you are working on a great idea, we want to support you. Mr. Noria called me to his house for dinner and he gave me a blank check. And he signed it as said, write down the amount of share capital you require. Nobody had ever done that to us. But because there were many years of service that we had done with him in his company, he knew the power of the work. Therefore, that earned us the trust. I want all of you to remember that wherever you go, no matter what you do, people will remember you for the way you treat others. Especially the way you treat people who do not have any power. When I go and work with these big industrialists, I watch how they treat the person who brings the tea. I want to see how they treat their drivers. To me, that is a sign of character. No matter wherever you go, you may become CEOs, you may create your own company, you may become entrepreneurs, you may have unicorns, but the power of your unicorn will be how you treat people. Remember, if people will always remember the way they felt in your presence. People will forget what you did, but you will remember what you made them experience. So I just want you to know that this has been a real blessing to be given this chance to create soil, and we are now, this is the fourth convocation of this campus. It's a beautiful opportunity for us to say thank you to all our stakeholders. I want all the teachers in the room to stand up. All the faculty members, visiting and permanent faculty, to please stand up. And I want all the students to get up and give a standing ovation to these teachers. Thank you. Whether a faculty member works here for 1 year or 10 months or 10 years, I know that if the thought of what soil is about remains in their heart, wherever they go, even as teachers, they will make the world better, because the teachers are the ones who are helping us to live the vision every day. So I want to thank all the Karamcharis, Nimesh ji, all the other staff who silently behind the scenes works. Can we give all us Karamcharis and staff a very big hand for that? Thank you. Lastly, I want to thank my own wife, who's sitting right there. She and I met when we were teenagers, barely out of our teens. We met in University of Pune, and in my third date to her, I proposed to her. But I also told her the entire story of my life. I said, you know, this is what will happen. I'm going to work in industry, then I'm going to create a consulting company. Finally, I will be in education. At age 20, I told her. I said, are you up for the adventure? So I just want to thank her, and of course the wonderful children, Sahil, Mehak, my grandchildren now. And so I want to say thank you to them. And before I end, I just want to tell you one small story which should always be remembered. When we were creating soil and the other campus, we were not getting permission from the local government because they all wanted bribes, and we didn't want to give bribes. So 2 years our project was delayed. We had a vision workshop for creating soil in Sidbari. So people had come from different parts of the world to be part of the conference, including head of HR for Infosys, Biswajit was there, a person from Boeing called Gary Jusela was there, several people were there. They asked me, it was 2nd of October, they said, when is your campus starting? I said 17th July, Guru Purnima Day. So he said, is the building ready? We said no. And we began to talk about all the problems with the corruption. Then somebody said, His Holiness the Dalai Lama is giving a talk, let's go and listen to him. So we went to listen to His Holiness. His Holiness that day was talking about forgiveness and reconciliation. We came back, we sat down in Sadbari in the ashram, and we offered a prayer. And before that, we sent a word to the Huda head saying, 2 years our file is lying with you with folded hands. And with deep compassion in our heart, we pray to you, please give us your approval. And after a few minutes, the message came, your file has been approved. 2 years, we had spoken to Dr. Manmohan Singh, Prime Minister's office, because his number 2 person, Mr. Nair, was a good friend. He spoke to the Chief Minister of Haryana. The head of Finance Commission, Dr. Vijay Kelkar, we spoke to him. He spoke to Chief Minister, but nothing worked. Finally, a prayer in the circle with deep devotion and compassion worked. Instead of cursing the darkness, let's light a candle. That was a big lesson to all of us. Don't lose heart. Focus on what is right. Believe in what is right. And this story must be told again and again and again. And that's how soil was created. I want to thank you very much. I love my students a lot. I know that each one of you, some of you are still looking for jobs. We will stay with you for life. We are not giving up on you. Okay? So all the very best and all my blessings for you. Thank you very much. Thank you.